Hi, I'm James Asher. You may recognize me from my eponymous role in the Channel 2 series But Dimble Thompins, but today I present to you in its entirety my first ever web series entitled After the Tone, plus an exclusive interview in which I will answer the most frequently asked questions I receive online. I'm here with my producer, Bob. He's helping me do this. Say hi, Bob.
Oi, bruv.
Do I have to hold the mic?
Yeah.
Can we not afford a better setup?
Nah.
Oh well. For the uninitiated, After the Tone is a horror comedy mini that I made with a bit of punk ethos, in that I made it all alone. I released it in 9 separate parts, but I just felt like putting them all together to see what happened, and I think I really like what happened here, and that's why I'm releasing it to you. I feel that I've improved the editing and thus the flow and the whole experience of the series After the Tone. So if you've already seen the 9 separate parts, I do encourage you to watch them all together, because this is indeed a different, new and improved experience. And again, do stick around for the exclusive interview after the presentation, because you won't find it anywhere else and you don't want to miss it. Now, with no further preamble, I present to you the complete and improved After the Tone. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. I need water. Hey, Rochelle, this is Tab U LaRossa. Long time no talk. Well, funny thing, I was just clearing out old numbers on my phone, and I saw that I still had yours, so I just figured, oh, what the heck, I'll give it a try, and hey, it works. Well, anyway, I don't know if you knew, but I moved back to Tulsa 6 months ago, and well, I saw on I just wondered, do you still live here? If so, what are you doing right now? You want to hang out? I'm not doing anything. I'm just at my place, and if you want to hang out, just wanted to see if you want to get some coffee or something. But anyway, I don't really plan on staying here that long. I'm just here for a few months trying to get some stuff put back together. So, yeah, give me a call back when you get this. I'd love to see you again, Rochelle. Okay. Happy New Year. Talk to you soon. Rochelle Sukalos. Hey, this is Tab U LaRossa. I haven't heard back from you, so I don't know if you got my last message or not, but I just called to wish you a happy new year and to let you know that I am back in town. Yes. And I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I'd really like to hang out with you. I know we haven't spoken in a long time, not since college. And can you believe it? It's been 10 years already. And I can still remember the last time I saw you, I had bought a 24 pack of Bud Light for you because you were still a year too young. And I drove across town to your place because I figured we were going to hang out. And when I got there, you were in a convertible with some guy I had never seen before. He was like a preppy, pretty boy. It was like the first time I heard from you in 2 weeks. Who was that guy? Anyway, I don't know if you ever thanked me for doing that, but you could make up for it by giving me a call back when you get this. I'd really like to hang out with you. So I should be available at some point today. So give me a call back when you get this, and let's hang out. Okay, I love you. Bye. Hey Rochelle, it's Tab. I haven't heard back from you, and I think I might have scared you with my last phone call, so I'm sorry to keep blowing your phone up like this. I just wanted to explain myself. See, what I said, I meant it in a platonic way. It's just a New Year's resolution thing I'm doing. I'm just paying it forward. Instead of like waiting around for something nice to happen, why not be the nice thing that happens to someone else? So it's just something I'm doing because things have been crazy the past 2 years. I know I've been having a rough time, and people just want to feel a connection. They want to feel something. I want to feel you. I want to feel something. And so that's just all I meant by it. So please, just don't worry. I'm not a threat. I'm cool. I did want to tell you, I've been following you on Instagram, and I have to tell you, you are looking so good. I mean, still, you are looking damn good. If I'm being honest, honesty's nice. Not everyone's honest. Some people are liars. Some people are users. That's how my ex was. Cammy. Cummy the clown girl. What a bitch. Sorry, TMI. So I'm glad I could just, clear this up and give me a call back when you get this. I look forward to hearing from you. I'd love to see you still. And Rochelle, I love you.
Are you avoiding me? Are you avoiding me? Are you avoiding me?
Rochelle Sukalos, it's Tab you LaRossa. It's been 2 months. I've given you plenty of time to get back to me, and I still haven't heard from you. What if I was standing on a ledge? What if I jumped? How would that make you feel? Would you like to have that on your conscience? Also, you might consider recording a message for your voicemail, because how's a person supposed to know if it's you? I thought maybe I had the wrong number, but I checked on my phone and no, it's your name next to this number, so it must be you, right? Well, like I was saying, I just wanted someone to talk to. Not that you'd care. Has a clown ever burned your shit? I mean, all your shit? Cammy, my ex, Cammy Lott, she did that. She burned all my shit. And she was a clown. A clown girl. Cummy, the clown girl. Ha 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 ha. You might be wondering what a clown girl is. I know I did when I first met her. She was so intriguing and beautiful in a strange way. And as an aspiring romance novelist, it's my job to be intrigued, to be open to new things. And, well, to answer your question, a clown girl is a woman who's into clowning, but not in a Philippe Gallier way, no. It's a woman who's into clowning in a deeply sexual way. Our first night together, she attempted to insert a lubricated animal balloon into my ass. It was in the shape of a poodle. I'd be lying if I said I didn't like it.
Rochelle, you finally answered. Oh my God, I am so happy to hear from you. Like, I've been trying, look, yeah, I know. You were out of town? I wish I had known. I feel like such a butt just blowing up your phone like this. Hey, are you doing anything today? No? Let's get a sandwich or something. Let's go to a park. It's beautiful. It's springtime now, is what I would say if you ever answered your phone. What is this? The silent treatment? Grow up. You think this is the first time I've ever had a silent treatment? Cammy, she gave me a silent treatment for 3 whole weeks. Right before she burned all my shit. You know, I had to share a bed with her for 3 months. Not just with her and some fucking Ukrainian guy she met off of Facebook. See, she had this Facebook page and this website thing. She would sell videos of herself doing play on like a cream pie, because she's a clown, get it? Cummy the clown girl gets a cream pie. I was never in these videos, of course, but she sure let this fucking Ukrainian guy in on everything, including our bed. So for 3 months, I shared a bed with this bastard. She didn't even fucking make any money off of these videos. I was working at a restaurant, doing double shift after double shift after double shift, putting my fucking dreams on hold. I was supposed to be the next Nicholas Sparks. You hear? The next fucking Nicholas Sparks. I was going to write the next Notebook. But no, I had to put my dreams on hold so we could have a roof over our head and food in our bellies. I would come home exhausted and collapse on the floor. And Cummy the clown girl would be there, all clowned out. And I would collapse on the floor and she would squat on top of me and just piss and honk her little fucking red nose, honk, 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 pissing and pissing. Meanwhile, in the corner, in the fucking shadows, stood that fucking Ukrainian guy and he would just laugh. This happened far more often than I feel comfortable sharing with you. So I dealt with this shit, and it culminated in 3 weeks of her giving me the silent treatment, fucking this Ukrainian guy with me in the bed, the love of my life. And I come home one day, and all my shit is in the front yard on fire. And frankly, I was too weak to get out before that. I probably would have kept doing it. She probably did me a favor. But she kicked me out. And sometimes I think I get it. Life is a fucking joke. Anyway, give me a call when you get this. All right, love you. Bye. Knock, knock. Who's there? Tab? Tab who? Tab you, LaRossa, and I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. It's a funny one, right? Life's funny, right? Then why does it hurt so much? Rochelle, baby, I gotta be honest with you. I'm hurting. I'm hurting real bad. And that got me thinking, did you know lobsters experience pain when they grow too big for their shells? Did you know they could get too big for their shells? It's true. They get too big and the shell's too small and they experience the most excruciating pain. But they shed the shell and make room to grow a new one. And that's got me thinking, maybe I'm like a lobster. Maybe I need to shed something old to let something new grow. Change your hair, change your life. Call me. Rochelle Sukalos. Guess who it is? That's right. It's Tab again. Tabula Rasa. And I think you probably think I'm a little bit crazy, and I understand, but listen, I can assure you nothing can be further from the truth. In fact, I feel more sane now than I've ever felt in my life. It feels refreshing, I feel like a blank slate, and I can paint a new picture for my life. And Rochelle, I think you should be in it, because whether you want to admit it or not, you and I had a spark. And listen, it's only been 10 years. So just pick up. Give me a shot. Quit making me look like a clown, okay? Just pick up just once. Okay, Rochelle? Just call me back, please. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye. Are you listening? Okay, for real. Call me back. I love you. Rochelle. You got me clowning. Straight clowning. Cummy, my clown of an ex. When we were together, there was a lot of things that I felt that she should have taken more seriously, but she only ever just clowned around. And at the time, I really didn't get it. But now, let me put it like this. Life never lacks tragedy. You can't control that, but you can, at least a little bit, choose how you respond to the things that happen to you. And I understand. I often bitched and whined when things didn't go the way I'd hoped they would. That's probably why you stopped talking to me in the first place, but Rochelle, I'm different now. I'm laughing. I guess it just feels better this way. So I'll tell you what. Why don't you give me one last shot? I don't see why not. If you want me to be your singing, dancing monkey, I can do that. I can be your hot cup of cappuccino. It's like a capuchin monkey and a cup of cappuccino. It's a joke. Honk, honk. So, whenever you're ready, you know how to get a hold of me. Just leave a message after the tone. Well, look who finally called. Yeah. You know it is. No, I don't. Oh, come on. Rochelle, quit playing. If you're going to use a fake name, make it more real than Margaret Applebaum. Or do you like smoking now? Your voice sounds old. 68's pretty old. Yeah, right. Well, quit playing. Are you serious? Well, I can't have the wrong number. I've got the right number. I've had this number for like 10 years. Since when did they recycle numbers? Okay, ma'am, listen, you need to let your grandkids help you with the voicemail. Yes. Yes. Okay. No, that's okay. Okay, no, Ms. Applebaum, I'm gonna let you go now. I'm sorry I've got the wrong number and I won't be calling you again. No, that's okay. Okay, bye. Fucking chatty old bitch.
You've either skipped ahead or you've made it all the way to the interview. Although this is more like a Q&A, wouldn't you say? It's kind of like a Q&A.
Nah.
Well, whatever. Bob has selected the questions. I've not seen what questions he selected. Hopefully he didn't take the piss, but let's get into it. First question. Did you have fun making After the Tone? Yes, quite. This was my first foray into making an online web series sort of thing. I really wasn't sure how it would turn out. It was more of an experiment, pardon me, but I am rather pleased with how it turned out, and I do think I will make more in the future. In fact, I may have one currently in the works. You'll just have to wait and find out. Next question. Do you have a podcast? No. Next question. Are you American? No. I'm from England, West Upthuppenshire. It's a small village outside Bristol, sort of near Salford. So, yeah, no, I'm not American, but I am a country boy. Next question. Are you the guy with the podcast? Again, no, I do not have a podcast. I understand there is someone with my exact name who does have a podcast, but no, he has a podcast. I do not. He is American. I am not. No, I don't have a podcast, but thank you for asking again. Next question. Are you related to the American James Asher? No, I get asked this question not infrequently. I understand there is an American with my exact name. I also understand that there is an uncanny similarity between how he looks and how I look, how he sounds and how I sound, but no, we are not the same person. We're different people. And I get asked this question enough that it got annoying enough that I looked into it and I learned more about this guy than I really ought to know. I understand he has a podcast. I've looked a bit into it. I understand he's some type of like a struggling actor type, right, Bob?
Yeah.
And I mean, I can relate. I get it. I've been there. But to be honest with you, that guy strikes me as rather desperate. And I really don't get what he hopes to derive out of Oklahoma. So it's no wonder he doesn't really have much of a career to speak of, right?
Yeah.
Next question. Do you have a favorite color? Yes, I have a favorite color. I'm tired of hearing rumors that I don't. Next question. What is your favorite movie? Crest Up, Blood, Moon. It's an experimental film from the mid-1960s by Erich von Kleppenschamp-von-Tivelen. He's Dutch. Next question. Is the American James Asher your double? Bob, that's a ridiculous question. I don't know why you put it in here. but it does concern me a little bit. It is fucking bizarre how close we look. And, to think that he might be my doppelganger is kind of scary. I like to think that, if it's real, I like to think that Highlander rules apply, in that there can be only one. I mean, I've read about this kind of thing before. It's happened in history. So, if I ever cross paths with the guy, I think I'll slit his throat. Next question. How did you come up with After the Tone? Finally put a good one in.
Oi, bruv.
Well, as with any creative endeavor, it's sort of a mixture of thought and epiphany. But I guess I can tell you about the spark, like when the germ was planted, yeah. I was wintering at my beach house in Devon one day, and then I blacked out, I guess, because the next thing I know, I awaken on a sidewalk in downtown Las Vegas, Nevada. Evidently, I'd been in a fugue state for a fortnight, and I have no idea what I did. People were looking for me. They didn't know where I was or how I ended up in America, but there I was. I woke up and I was in the midst of a row between a schizophrenic, a contortionist, and, well, myself. Police arrived, took me into custody, and while I was being processed, I received the spark for After the Tone. See, there was a man there who too had been taken in, and he was all done up like a clown. It was a fucking weird scene, but he was making a big stink about give me my one phone call. You have to give me my one phone call. And so they gave it to him. And, well, he proceeded to have the most chaotic and public phone conversation I believe I'd ever seen. It certainly seemed that he called his ex-wife, that she did not answer, and that he proceeded to leave the most unhinged voicemail. It was utter chaos. And also a blessing, I guess, because that was the spark. That was the seed of After the Tone. That was a good question, Bob. Let's go to the next one. You really expect me to read this one?
Yeah.
Is it true you faked a fugue state to search for the American James Asher? No. Next. How did you get into acting? Can I give it the long answer?
Yeah.
Okay. How did I get into acting? That's sort of like asking a fish, how did it get into swimming? You're just born this way. It's something you can't help. But I can say it did not make growing up in West Upthuppenshire easy. However, I did do my first role there. It was for a church affair. We put on a passion play in which we sacrificed a live sow. But when I was 18, I was fortunate enough to get into Cambridge on scholarship, and there I studied hotel management. Fucking boring, but it got family off my back. While there, I attempted to join Footlights, but they wouldn't have me, which I found utterly devastating because my two biggest idols were former members. That would be David Mitchell and Robert Webb. They were the guys who did Peep Show and that Mitch and Webb look. I idolized them. I wanted to be them. So after the heartbreak, I decided, fuck it, I'll do stand-up. And so I did. And after completing university, I moved to London into a shit ex-council flat in Croydon. And funny enough, after I moved in, I found out the flat I rented was the place where they filmed the first two series of Peep Show. Complete coincidence. But I continued to do stand-up, and I really wanted to go somewhere with it, but I didn't get far because I was really bad. But I did eventually, I gave up on that and said, maybe I'll make a one-man show. And so I did, and I took it to the Edinburgh Fringe. And that was actually the same year that Fleabag first appeared there. It was the debut of Fleabag. And I was so impressed by that show that I approached Phoebe Waller after the show just to compliment her, to tell her what a great job she did. It was amazing, but I barely said hello before she spit in my eye, called me a pig fucker, and then ran off. Phoebe, I don't know if you're seeing this, but if you are, I've no clue what I did to offend you, but I can assure you I am not Welsh. Please be my friend. But anyway, my show, it certainly wasn't that big of a hit, but it did get me my first agent. And so I started doing commercials and small parts on radio. And I was pretty flat broke for years. And I delivered flowers during the day. But one afternoon, I got a call to audition the same day for a pilot for a new Channel 2 series. That was the short-lived but much beloved But Dimble Thompins. I think my history growing up in West Country really helped secure that role for me. But bing, bang, boom, here I am now. I got the coveted, the beach house in Devon that I'd long coveted, and I got to meet Matt Berry. Lovely man. Were he to speak into my asshole, I think I'd come for 1,000 years. Next question. Seriously? Fuck off. Twat.